Problem set 2, problems 7 and 8. First, let us see problem number 7. In the figure, if line AB is parallel to line CF and line BC is parallel to line ED, then prove that angle ABC is equal to angle FDE. That is, measure of angle ABC is equal to measure of angle FDE. So, write what is given and to prove. Now, coming to the proof, line AB is parallel to line CF given and line BC is the transversal. Now, look at the alternate angles over there. Angle ABC and angle BCD are alternate angles and they are congruent because line AB is parallel to line CF. So, lines are parallel. So, the alternate angles formed are congruent. This is because of alternate angles theorem. So, you have to write the reason as alternate angles. Take this as equation number 1. Now, line BC is parallel to line ED is given and let us take line PF to be the transversal now. So now look at the figure. Line BC is parallel to line ED is given and we are taking line PF to be the transversal. So now, see the corresponding angles. They are congruent because of the corresponding angles theorem. The two lines are parallel. Now the corresponding angles here, angle BCD and angle FDE are congruent. So angle BCD is congruent to angle FDE. Because the corresponding angles are congruent. Take this to be equation number 2. Angle BCD is congruent to angle FDE is equation number 2. When the lines are parallel, the corresponding angles formed are congruent. Take this equation as equation number 2. Now look at equations 1 and 2. Equation 1 is angle ABC is congruent to angle BCD. Equation 2 is angle BCD is congruent to angle FDE. You can see angle BCD repeating. So when you combine these two equations together, it will be angle ABC is congruent to angle BCD is congruent to angle FDE. First angle is congruent to second angle and the second angle is congruent to the third angle. So the first angle will be congruent to the third angle. Therefore, angle ABC is congruent to angle FDE. You have to write the reason by the side from equations 1 and 2. When the angles are congruent, their measures are equal. Hence, we prove that measure of angle ABC is equal to measure of angle FDE. Now, coming to the next question. Question number 8. In the given figure, line PS is a transversal of parallel lines AB and CD. If ray QX, ray QY, ray RX, ray RY are angle bisectors, then prove that quadrilateral QXRY is a rectangle. Now, what is given, you have to write. What is to be proved, you have to write. Then you have to start the proof. Now, you are given line PS is a transversal of parallel lines AB and CD. Also, you are given ray QX, ray QY, ray RX, ray RY are angle bisectors. Now, to prove quadrilateral QXRY is a rectangle. Now, coming to the proof, we have rays QX, QY, RX, RY to be the bisectors of angle AQR, angle BQR, angle QRC, angle QRD respectively. So, first of all, let us see how we can form the first equation. Let us take angle AQX and angle RQX, which are congruent because rays QX, QY, RX, RY are the bisectors of angles AQR, angle BQR, angle QRC and angle QRD respectively. So we can frame 4 equations here. First, let us take the ray QX. QX is the angle bisector of angle AQR. Look at the figure. Ray QX is the angle bisector of angle AQR. So we can write, look at the figure, we can write measure of angle AQX is equal to measure of angle RQX is equal to A. We have taken the equal measures to be A. Because it is number, we have marked it as small letter A. You can look at the figure, the second figure in which the measures A is marked. Measure of angle AQX is equal to measure of angle RQX because ray QX is the angle bisector of angle AQR. We have taken that those measures to be equal to A. So take it to be the first equation. You note some correction. AQX is equal to angle RQX. It is mentioned RDX. Measure of angle AQX is equal to measure of angle RQX is equal to A. Now What about the second equation? Ray QY is the angle bisector of angle BQR. So, measure of angle BQY is equal to measure of angle RQY is equal to B. That is our second equation. Now coming to the third ray. Ray RX. Ray RX is the angle bisector of angle QRC. So measure of angle CRX is equal to measure of angle QRX. We are taking that value to be equal to C. Take it to be third equation. Now coming to the fourth ray. Ray RY. Ray RY is the angle bisector of angle QRD. Look at the figure. So measure of angle DRY will be equal to measure of angle QRY, which we are taking as D. That is equation number 4. Now look at the figure. You have angle AQR and angle BQR formed in the same straight line. They are angles in linear pair. You all know angles in linear pair are supplementary. So the sum of the measures of the angles will be 180 degrees. So measure of angle AQR plus measure of angle BQR is equal to 180 degrees. You have to write the reason. Angles in linear pair. Now look at the figure. AQR is combination of A plus A. Look at the figure, second figure which I have marked. A plus A is 2A. So measure of angle AQR will be 2A. Measure of angle BQR will be 2B because it is B plus B. B plus B is 2B. So we get the equation 2A plus 2B is equal to 180 degrees. Now 2 can be eliminated because when we divide on both the sides of the equal to sign by 2, we'll get A plus B is equal to 90 degrees. Dividing, you have to write the reason beside. Dividing by 2 on both the sides. So we are getting A plus B is equal to 90 degrees. Now look at equations 1 and 2. We have angle RQX to be equal to A in the first equation. It is not RDX, it is RQX. Angle RQX, measure of angle RQX is equal to A in the first equation, and we have measure of angle QRX to be equal to C in the third equation. So now we have the equation A plus B is 90. So instead of A, put measure of angle RQX, and instead of B you put measure of angle RQY. So we get the equation measure of angle RQX plus measure of angle RQY is equal to 90 degrees. Within brackets you write the reason from equations 1 and 2. Instead of A, we are substituting from equation 1 measure of angle RQX, and instead of B, we are substituting from equation number 2 angle RQY. So we get angle RQX plus RQY is equal to 90 degrees. This is from equations 1 and 2. Second one is angle RQY is equal to B. So now look at these two angles in the figure. You can get it by angle addition property. The combination of them as angle XQY. By angle addition property we can add these two angles and write it as angle XQY. So angle XQY is equal to 90 degrees. This is equation number 5. Similarly we can prove C plus D is equal to 90 degrees. We already proved A plus B is equal to 90 degrees. Similarly we can prove C plus D is equal to 90 degrees. Then you will be getting, look at the figure, when we prove A plus B is equal to 90 degrees, we got measure of angle XQY is equal to 90 degrees. Similarly, look at the figure, when you prove C plus D is equal to 90 degrees, then you will get measure of angle XRY to be equal to 90 degrees. Take it to be the sixth equation. Now, line AB is parallel to line CD is given, and let us take line PS to be the transversal. Line PS is a transversal. Now we are taking line AB is parallel to line CD and line PS to be the transversal. You can see the interior angles there. Angle AQR and angle CRQ are interior angles. So because of the interior angles theorem, we have measure of angle AQR plus measure of angle CQR is equal to 180 degrees. Because interior angles are supplementary, the sum of the measures of the interior angles will be equal to 180 degrees. You have to write the reason, interior angles. Now look at the figure. Measure of angle AQR is otherwise A plus A, that is equal to 2A, and measure of angle CRQ is otherwise C plus C, that is equal to 2C. So you can write 2A plus 2C is equal to 180 degrees. Now dividing on both the sides by 2, we get A plus C is equal to 90 degrees. You can write the reason as how you wrote before. You can write since dividing on both the sides by 2. Take this to be equation number 7. Now coming to triangle XQR, you can see a triangle there. See, finally we have to prove the quadrilateral QXRY is a rectangle. So we will be trying to prove that measure of each angle of the rectangle is 90 degrees. So slowly we are bringing in 180 degrees by taking the triangle and applying angle sum property of a triangle there. Then we will be getting in one step some 90 degrees, one of the angles of the rectangle to be 90 degrees. Similarly, we can prove the other angles also 90 degrees. Then we can get the quadrilateral QXRY to be a rectangle. So we are taking triangle XQR. In triangle XQR, sum of the measures of the angles in the triangle is 180 degrees. Therefore, measure of angle QXR plus measure of angle XQR plus measure of angle XRQ is equal to 180 degrees. Now, from 1 and 3, now look at equations 1 and 3. In 1 we have measure of angle RQX is equal to A, and in 3 we have measure of angle QRX to be equal to C. So substitute those values here. So we get measure of angle QXR plus A plus C is equal to 180 degrees. Within brackets you write the reason from equations 1 and 3. Now look at equation number 7. You have A plus C is equal to 90 degrees. So pick up that 90 degrees and put in the place of A plus C now. From equation number 7 we get A plus C is 90 degrees. So you can substitute here instead of A plus C 90 degrees. So this equation becomes measure of angle QXR plus 90 degrees is equal to 180 degrees. Write the reason beside it. This is from equation number 7. Now bring plus 90 degrees to the other side of the equal to sign. You will get minus 90 degrees. So already 180 degrees is there. So 180 degrees minus 90 degrees. The right hand side will be 180 degrees minus 90 degrees, which is equal to 90 degrees. So measure of angle QXR is equal to 180 degrees minus 90 degrees, that is equal to 90 degrees. Take this to be equation number 8. Similarly, we can prove, look at the figure, look at angle QXR. Now we got the measure of angle QXR to be 90 degrees. Similarly, we can prove measure of angle QYR is equal to 90 degrees. Take that to be equal to equation number 9. Take measure of angle QYR is equal to 90 degrees to be equation number 9. Now look at the quadrilateral. Look at quadrilateral QXRY. Now because of the fifth equation, sixth equation, eighth equation and ninth equation, we are getting measure of angle XQY is equal to 90 degrees, measure of angle QXR is equal to 90 degrees, measure of angle XRY is equal to 90 degrees, and measure of angle RYQ is equal to 90 degrees. So when you combine this and write in one statement, how will you write? In quadrilateral QXRY, measure of angle XQY is equal to measure of angle QXR is equal to measure of angle XRY is equal to measure of angle RYQ is equal to 90 degrees. You have to write the reason from equations 5, 6, 8 and 9. Therefore, by the definition, we get quadrilateral QXRY is a rectangle. Each angle of that figure is having measure 90 degrees. So the figure becomes a rectangle by the definition. So you write, hence we prove that quadrilateral QXRY is a rectangle. You write the final statement. Hence, we prove that quadrilateral QXRY is a rectangle. Quadrilateral QXRY is a rectangle.